Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Doodle doo doo doodle doo doo doodle doo 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 dum bum 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 dun 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 dun. Alrighty, guys, welcome. This is your OSID Jester. Welcome to a new series. We're going to be replaying the 2004 American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. If you've been on my channel for any time, you know that I've actually started this project several times, but I started way in the beginning. I started doing I was going to replay the whole season. I was using Dave Coach Action PC Baseball, and I think we got up to about, I don't know, 20 games in the season with the Yankees, or maybe 15 games. I don't know. It wasn't very far. And, yeah, stopped playing it. And then I decided when I picked up the Dynasty League baseball cards, I said, oh, I got the 2004 season. Now's a great time to replay it, and we can get to see what happens and blah, blah, blah. But, well, after like 2 games of Dynasty League baseball, I was like, oh my God. To play a whole season, 162 games, you're talking like literally 200 hours plus another 40 to 60 hours of setup time. Because this is not a quick play game. This is not one of these games you can sit down, play, get it done in 15 minutes. You're talking at least an hour, hour and a half for each game because it's pretty complex. It's pretty involved. So I'm like, you know what? Sports Time Machine and myself were talking about this on the forums yesterday, and I had mentioned that I was thinking about running this again, but just doing this, he was thinking about doing the same thing as well. So I think we're gonna have a little action for you. I don't know if he's planning on running it. I also have the 2004 Stratomatic season. So I think I might just replay it with both Dynasty League and Stratomatic and see what happens. But anyways, we're going to be replaying the 2004 American League Championship Series, which, of course, if you know, that's the one where the Yankees. Oh, the Yankees. I still blame the Yankees. That's why I'm replaying this, because I still blame the Yankees for losing that series. Because they were supposed to beat the Cardinals in the finals. The Cardinals are supposed to beat the Yankees, and then the world is in harmony. The world is a much better place. But no, the Yankees decide to lose 4 straight games to the Red Sox, which gives them on the roll. And the rest is history as Boston finally breaks the curse of Babe Ruth in 2004 and wins their first World Series. So yeah, I don't know. We're going to be replaying just the series of Boston and New York. And if all goes well, and everyone likes this series, maybe we'll play the World Series, or we can also play the Cardinals Astros 7-game series that decided who was going to the World Series in the National League. So, like I said, Dynasty League is a pretty complex game. It's not something you can just sit down and zap through really quick. So certainly not going to be doing a season replay of this. I learned that the hard way, but it's definitely a good game to play like a series or pit a couple teams against one another or something like that. So, all right. So this is game number 1. This is a game that happened. This happened on October 12th, 2004. Start time of 8:12 p.m. local time. So normally in Dynasty League, the first thing you actually do is you get my damn charts out. Where the hell are they? Here they are. I think these are them. Yeah, this looks like them. Normally the first thing you do is you check the weather and you roll on the chart and blah, 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 blah. So what I've decided to do is we're going to forgo that, and we're going to actually just take the actual weather that happened in the game, since we're replaying the game, right? So that makes sense. Makes sense to me, anyways. So if you look at that date, it was wind of 9 miles an hour from left to right. So you can see on our charts here, wind speed of 0 to 9 miles an hour makes no adjustment to any left or right or in or out or anything like that. So we're just going to ignore that part of it. The temperature was 59 degrees and it was cloudy. So if you look down here, 59 degrees, 60 degrees is 0, and 50 degrees is -5 to the distance of home runs. So I'm thinking because the start time was 8:20, it was 59 degrees, it probably got down to about 53, 54 by the end of the game. So I'm going to use the 50s, and we're going to give it a -5 to ball flight distance, -5 from the temperature, and of course we don't have to worry about the wind. So there, we're not going to roll, we're just going to use the actual information that came on there. All right, so here's Yankee Stadium. So how well the ball carries is a +5. And we just talked about the fact that we're getting a -5 for the temperature. So those two just basically cancel out. It's going to be a grass surface. The visibility is okay, and foul territory is normal. And of course, there's our different distances depending on which direction they hit it. 335 down the left field line, 375 in left center, 415 in I'm not sure. 425 in right center field, 400 in right field, 365 in right field down the line, and 330 in what is that, right field down the line in right field. So we'll have to figure out those numbers. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure why there's 8. We should have right line. Let's see, left line, left field, left center, center field, right center, right field, right line. I'm not sure. That's, yeah, we'll have to look at that when they come up. But anyways, that's where they hit it. The distance, oh, here it shows you. Left line, 335. Left field, 375. Left center, 455. Center field, 425. Right center 400, right field 365, right line is 330. So there's your distance. All right. Anyways. All right. So of course we're going to be using historic lineups. We're going to be using the players that came into each of the different games if the situation comes up. And hey, Philip Reynolds, how you doing? Again, this is not a really quick playing game, so it might take us a little while. Use 3 10-sided dice. If you never saw Dynasty League, right? And you read them as red, then white, and then blue. But instead of blue, I got black. So red, white, blue. So this would be 310, right? And this would be 848. So it's red, white, then black. And basically, it's a 50-50 split where 0, 0 to 499 comes off the batter card. 500 to 9999 comes off the pitcher card. You look and see the result, lefty-righty matchups, you know, so if you're versus left-handers or versus right-handed pitching, if it's a left-handed batter or right-handed batter, and then you just see what the result is. One of the things that this game has that a lot of other games doesn't have is each player can have different situations. So you can see here, Johnny Damon over here has the clutch situation. So if he was in a clutch situation, he could actually change some of these results. That's why some of the results are color-coded down here. Same thing with the pitchers. So jam and off. So in a jam situation, if the jam roll comes up, he can alter the play. Or if the first player each inning The first offensive player, I think off means he doesn't walk the first batter. So in the off situation, which is this blue, you will see instead of a walk, he will turn that into a foul ball, but just against the first batter of each inning. So he doesn't walk the leadoff man. That's what off means. So there's different situations there. Again, when they come up, they can change some of the plays on the card. So that's basically the outline of it, and you'll see others as we get to playing. So I guess let's get things rolling here. So let's look at the lineups. All right, it's Johnny Damon in center field for Boston, leading things off. Mark Bellhorn at second base, second man up. Manny Ramirez in left field, then David Ortiz at the DH, Kevin Millar at first base, Trot Nixon in right field, Jason Varitek at center, Orlando Cabrera short, and Bill Mueller is the third baseman. And pitching for the Boston Red Sox, Curt Schilling. So Curt Schilling pitching today. Again, these are all historic. Now for the Yankees, Derek Jeter at shortstop, Alex Rodriguez is at third base, Gary Sheffield is in right field, Hideki Matsui's in left, Bernie Williams is in center field, Jorge Posada behind the plate catching, John Olerud at first, Miguel Cairo is at second base, and Kenny Lofton, the DH, is the number 9 hitter today for the Yankees. So let's get things underway. There is quite a few kind of really in-depth charts that you'll be using throughout these things, and I'm gonna not really go over all of this really too quickly unless somebody has a question about it. I'm just gonna kind of do it and kind of explain it as I'm doing it, but I'm not gonna like stop and kind of take a long time. Okay, so and then the basically the rules are gonna be best of 7 series. If Boston wins 4 in a row, then it's over. I'm not going to play just all 7 games. I'm just playing best of 7 just like they would in real life, just to replay it and see what should have happened. We know what should have happened. We're trying to prevent what really happened, right? Anyways, because, the curse. We should still have the curse. There's nothing wrong with curses. Ask any good witch out there. She'll tell you there's nothing wrong with curses. Anyways, Mike Messina, he is a right-hander. So we're going to be looking at this side off the batter's cards. And then depending on if you're left or righty, we'll be looking at that off the pitcher card. All right, so let's get things going here. Johnny Damon batted .304 in the regular season for Boston. All right, so that is a 6.74. 6.74. He's a lefty. Bats left. So 6.74. 6.74 is going to be .674 is a ground. That is going to be a single into right field. Single into right field for Johnny Damon. I was just looking at it, the way they kind of, it would have just been easier for them just to say like single or something, but no, they use IB, which is, one base, right? We understand what a one base is, but they use IB for other things when there's outs as well. So it's a little confusing sometimes. Not great, super great design with that. That's kind of the whole thing about Dynasty League is they're very good, in-depth, interesting system. Just some of the choices they made, like the tiny, tiny little text they put on these cards. If you don't have your magnifying glass, you're not going to be able to play this game. I have to use, my glasses or I can't see jack. Now they have recently just started making slightly bigger cards. I think they're 20% bigger, but still it's not great. Hey, Dave Little had a wonderful game on his channel. If you missed it, make sure you go check it out. Not the greatest outcome, but a great game nonetheless. Anyways, so yeah, so sometimes it's a little hard, but that will be a single. A leadoff single by Johnny Damon. So let's check out his lead. So he's a B plus hold. So B plus hold, and to get the lead, he is a 2, or I'm sorry, it's to steal second, he's a 4. So if we look at like stealing, let's just assume we want to try to like steal, right? Oh boy, we'll get the chart out here. Just so you can kind of like ballpark see what kind of chance you have, right? Here it is right on the back page. So to get the attempt, he is a, what did we say was a B plus? So he's a B plus, and he has a jump of, or a lead of 4, so a B plus and a 4. He's basically got a 4 to 32% chance of getting a good jump. Otherwise, 33 to 85, he gets a poor lead and must hold, so he doesn't get the jump basically. And then there is a pickoff by the pitcher, which is always 90 to 99. So basically a 10% chance anytime you want to try to steal or to get the jump, the pitcher will pick you off. So is it worth it? Good question. Good question. But you know what? He does have that base running of 9, which is huge. I mean, that is really good. Johnny Damon, you think he's just going to stay on first? All that for just to stay on first. Can you believe that? Wow, that's crazy. Hey, Tribe fan, how you doing? All right, Mark Bellhorn steps in. He batted .254 for the Yankees. I'm sorry, for the Red Sox. Apologize for the Red Sox. And we are off and running. Again, if you're just joining me, which Tribe Fan 879 is, Dynasty League is a little bit more detailed and complex than some of the other baseball sims out there, so it does take a little bit of time to get through some of the plays. It's not just, obviously if it's a strikeout or a walk, they're pretty easy, but besides that, there's quite a few in-depth charts you got to go through, but it does make it interesting. It just slows it down, obviously. Anyways, Mark Bellhorn. So that is an 8 and a 4 and a 1. So 841. He is going to be a switch hitter, so he's going to come from the left-hand side. So 841 lefty, 841, and that is going to be a strikeout. Strikeout. So big strikeout there. Strikeout. Oops. There we go. Wow, that's going to be a pain in the butt. All right. That brings up Manny Ramirez. 1 out here. Runner on first. Johnny Damon. We're in the top of the first inning. 3-3-2. And again, right-hander. 3-3-2. He's hit by the 3-3-2. 3-3-2. It's another strikeout. 3-3-2. Strikes him out. So back-to-back strikeouts like Mike Messina, and we move on. David Ortiz. David Ortiz and Johnny Damon is now going to try and get the jump. Johnny Damon is going to try and get the jump now, get in scoring position. 82, B plus and a 4. 82 is a poor lead, must hold. Okay, so he doesn't get the jump. He thought about it, but he didn't get it. So David Ortiz is up. That's going to be a 0-9-1. So 91 off the right-hander, 91, and that's going to be an error check. So we're going to be looking at an error check. All right. So on the error check, the first die you roll tells you which position it's going to be. And basically, if you roll 1, it's the pitcher. 3 is going to be your first baseman. 8 is going to be center field. The only one that's different is 0. If you roll a 0, it is an automatic ground out to the pitcher. Unless, of course, you roll a, yeah, no, that's going to be an automatic ground out to the pitcher. Right. So position is going to be number 1, so it's going to be the pitcher. So the pitcher in this case, obviously, Mike Messina, he's got an error of 75. So we're going to look on the error rating of 75 and the pitcher position and see what it says. And we rolled a 68. So if we look under the 75 column here, and 68. So it's going to be 26 to 99 is ground out, double play, question mark. And let's see, that means it's going to be a ground out. Obviously, no error on the play. And we need to find out if it's going to be a double play or not. And we're going to roll a die. And add or subtract the pivot man's double play rating from the batter's base running rating. If it's less than or equal to the base running rating, it's a double play. Other runners advance 1 base. If it's less than, it's force at second. If it's equal to his base runner, we're going to roll another die, blah, blah, blah. So, roll a die against the man on first, which happens to be, we looked at this earlier, it's Johnny Damon. He's got a base running of 9, so looks like he's going to make it over there. He's very quick. So, yeah, it's a 1. So it's going to be basically a fielder's choice. He keeps out of it, but it's going to be a fielder's choice on the 1. I'm sorry, it's not going to be a fielder's choice. It's going to be an out. It's going to be 1-3 on the ground out, and moving to second will be Damon now. That's what I want, right? All right. Here we go. That was the, yeah, that's right. That was the, I did all that. And there was already 2 outs. I'm a knucklehead. What can I say? All right, so Curt Schilling. He has the jam and the off. Right? We talked about that if you're just joining us. Jam and off. He's a right-hander. So up first, Derek Jeter batted .292 for the Yankees. We're in game 1 of this all-important 7-game series. To see who's going to the World Series, it's going to be a .948 against a right-hander, .948, and that's going to be a double. It is hit well. It's in the gap in left center field, as Derek Jeter leaves things off for the Yankees with a double in the gap. Derek Jeter with the double. He's also got a base running of 9. All right. That brings up Alex Rodriguez. I need to slide my keyboard over slightly. All right. Here we go. Alex Rodriguez against Curt Schilling. Double by Jeter to lead things off for the Yankees. And that is a 173 right-hander. 173, and that is a long fly out to center field. If there was a runner on third, he would go home. Runner from second can try to tag up and go to third. Jeter does have a really good rating. The outfielder in what is it again? 173. It's going to be, where was it hit? Center field. So the center fielder for your Boston Red Sox is Johnny Damon. He's got a throw rating of actually +1. Really? That's Jeter. I need, he's got a throw of +1. So Jeter is going to take off on the fly out. And so you look at, where is it? All right, base running advance. So you take the base running rating, and then we'll add or subtract different ratings. So is it a single on turf? No, it's not. Is there 2 outs? No. Runner trying for third on a ball hit to the outfield. Yes, but it went to center field, which is a 0. Hit and run +6. Infield in and trying to score is -6. So Jeter has got a base running of 9. He gets a +1 for Damon's arm, so he's up to a 10. And let's see if he makes it. That is a 10. 10 and a 10. 0 to 61, he's in there standing. So taking off and making it to third on the deep fly out is going to be Derek Jeter. Let's see, that is going to be an out. It's going to be a fly out to center. Hello. Out. Fly out to center. Fly out. Center field. And Jeter's going to advance to third. There we go. All right, so Rodriguez hits it deep, but just not quite deep enough. Runner at third with 1 out. That brings up Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield batted .290 on the season. Curt Schilling trying to close things out. Let's see now. So we need to decide what we're doing here. Defense is going to play corners in. Corners are going to come in. You know what? Everyone's coming in. There's no one else on base. Might as well. Let's try and keep this. They're not going to. They don't want to give up a run. Let's see. So everyone's in against Sheffield here. So that is a 3-1-2 again. Red, white, blue. 3-1-2. Righty. 3-1-2. 3-1-2 is a curveball in the dirt, but swinging at it anyways is Sheffield. He's out of there on strikes. So big strikeout there by Curt Schilling. And it's 2 away here in the bottom of the first. That brings up Hideki Matsui, the .298 average. The left fielder for the Yankees here. Hideki Matsui. 0-0-4. So it doesn't get much lower than that. So that is going to be against a right-hander. 0 to 7. It might look a little confusing on these cards, but just so you guys know, let's see if I can get this to focus. So you can see every card starts off the same way. 0 to 17 is going to be a line out. 18 to 40 is going to be a pop out. And then 41 to 100 is your error checks. So every card starts that way. So you start, it's kind of like APA where you start learning these numbers. If I roll an 87, oh yeah, I know that's an error check, right? So you're going to start learning these numbers. And the same thing on the pitcher's card. If you look at the pitcher's card, so 500 to 513 is a bizarre play. 514 to 540 is an umpire, a walk, or a strikeout. 541 to 581 is your infield range, and 582 to 606 is your outfield range. Again, these are on every pitcher from 500 to 606 has those numbers in the exact same spot. So again, you kind of learn them as you play. The more games you play, obviously, the quicker it goes because you know this information. But 0-0-4 is going to be a line out. We just have to determine which position. So he is a right-hander. So we look at from the right-hand side, it's a line out to second. So that's going to do it for the line out to second base. And that is going to do it. We go to the second inning. Still scoreless here in Yankee Stadium. A nice breeze, 9 miles an hour. Game time temperature 59 degrees. And Kevin Millar is up for Boston. Again, that's 681. 681. He is a right-hander. 681. And that is going to be a high fly. It's going out to right field. And that is caught out there in right field by Gary Sheffield. Fly out to right. All right, so 1 away. Yep. And that brings up Trot Nixon. Trot Nixon, the right fielder. That is a 3-0-1. 3-0-1 against a righty. 3-0-1. That is a strikeout. Trot Nixon out of there on strikes. So 2 up, 2 down for Mike Messina so far. And Jason Varitek, 296 average for Boston. 8. Call that. Oh, that was a 2. Call that 8-2-0 against a. He's going to be a switch hitter, so he's going to go left. 8-2-0. 8-20. 8-20 is a strikeout. So another strikeout by Messina. And that is strikeout number 4 already. And we're through 1.5 innings. And due up is Bernie Williams for the Yankees. Each team with just 1 hit. Both pitchers starting off throwing some darts out there. So Bernie Williams batted .252. Had, what did he have? 22 home runs for the Yankees in 2004. Again, he's the leadoff man. Curt Schilling has got the off quality. So if it comes to a walk, he won't walk him because he's a leadoff man. 6-1-3, 6-13. And he's going to be from the left. 6-13 from the left. 6-13. It's a hard ground ball. It's hit to second base. That's scooped up by Mark Bellhorn. Throws it on to Kevin Millar at first. And he's out of there. So that's going to be a ground out. We'll call that 4-3. There we go. So 1 out. And that brings up Jorge Posada. 272 average. Had 21 home runs. No triples. Posada against Curt Schilling. Bottom of second. 6-37. He is again a switch hitter. So he's going to go left. 6-37. 6-37. Another hard ground ball to second. And we've seen this. We've seen it before. It's going to second. And that is back-to-back plays made by Mark Bellhorn for Boston. Brings up John Ellerud, the first baseman. He batted .259. 6-5-8, 658. Lefty, 658. And that's a high fly ball. It's going out to left field. And it's going to be caught out there by Manny Ramirez. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Schilling, and we're through 2 complete innings. Each team with just 1 hit, and due up is Orlando Cabrera. Cabrera, 264 average. Again, these numbers sometimes a little small. He had 10 home runs, 16 stolen bases. He got caught 4 times. Orlando Cabrera, that is a 5.50. 550. He's a right-hander. 550 is going to be an infield range check. Infield range check. Alrighty then. Infield range check. So on your batters, each of them have so in this case, Orlando Cabrera, he is a right spray. So we're going to look at the infield range play. So the first thing we're going to do is roll 2 dice, and we're going to find out what the right sprayer does with the ball, right? Who's he hit it to? So that's a 33. So right spray 33 says smash up the middle to short. Smash up the middle to short. All right. So then we look at our shortstop. Shortstop is going to be Derek Jeter. He is a C+. So we're going to find the smash up the middle and the C plus, and we're just going to simply roll on this. Now there's an artificial turf and a grass, so you got to make sure you get the right section. So we are on natural grass here. So Derek Jeter's only got a C plus range. That's a 62 as a smash up the middle. C plus 62 is flip question mark. Flip question mark says bases empty. Roll a die for the result on the throw to first. Batter out if greater than base runner rating. Other runners advance one base. Batter safe with a hit if it's less than or equal to base runner rating. All right, flip quick. Base is empty. Roll a die for result on throw to first. Batter out if roll is greater than the base runner rating. All right, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, base runner rating, Orlando Cabrera, he is an 8. And we rolled a 0. So, all 10-siders are 0 to 9. So, being an 8 is really good, obviously, very fast. So, he is going to make it down there safe with a hit. If it's less than or equal to the base running rating, other runners advance a base. So Orlando Cabrera with the infield hit, single by Cabrera. Now, to get the lead, he's only a 2. Again, he's a B plus. Don't know if we want to risk it because, like I said, if you try to get the jump, there's always a 10% chance that they will try to get a pickoff on you if you roll 90 or higher. So I think Cabrera only had 16 bases stolen in the regular season, but nobody out yet. Brings up Bill Mueller, 283 average. He had 12 home runs in the regular season. So, yeah, we'll let Bill Mueller hit for Boston here. 1 on, nobody out here in the top of the third. That is going to be an 874 versus, again, another switch hitter. Good Lord. That is going to be he's going to go left. 874 lefty. 874. And that's going to be a liner into center field. A liner into center field. So it's going to be a single into center field. Runner will he'll just stop at second, I believe. Cabrera is a base runner of 8. Base running of 8. Center fielder for the Yankees, Bernie Williams. He has no throw rating, so no adjustment off of Bernie Williams. 8. And went to center field, so no adjustment. Yeah, he's going to try it. He's going to go for it. Going first to third here, getting in scoring position with nobody out. Let's see if he can get it. That is a 45 on the 8. So, yep, 0 to 50 is in there standing. So, single and moving to third is going to be Cabrera. So Mueller does it for Boston, and Boston has runners at the corners with nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Nobody out. Cabrera at third, Mueller at first. Johnny Damon's up. Defense is going to give up the run if they can turn 2 here, so they're going to play back. Johnny Damon's up. That is a 930 lefty. 930 lefty. 930. Oh boy. Now this is going to score some runs as that is a double into the gap into left center field. All runs score on the double by Johnny Damon. And that's going to drive in 2 runs with the double. And the Boston Red Sox jump out to a quick 2-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. And still nobody out. That brings up Mark Bellhorn. 2-0 Red Sox. Mike Messina. Mark Bellhorn 254 average. We're going to call that a 537 versus a lefty. 537 is going to be a umpire check. Umpire check. So there is a thick column here that you use. You just use 2 dice. You're going to roll here. It's a 95. So there's runners on, which there is. We're going to go to the control chart. The control chart is down here, right? So what we have to do is we have to look at the pass ball rating and the wild pitch rating and then roll again. So Mike Messina, he has a wild pitch of C. Mike Messina has a wild pitch of C. And then Posada, which is the catcher, Posada has a pass ball rating of B. He's got a pass ball rating of B. So, wild pitch of C and a pass ball of B. All right, so on 0 to 59, it's a wild pitch. 60 to 75, it's a pass ball. It's a 76 to 99, it's blocked. So if you're a Yankees fan, you want this blocked. That is a 19. That is going to be a wild pitch. And runner's going to advance on the wild pitch. And let's see, how do I do wild pitches again here in this bowl score? Wild pitch, wild pitch. Is it this one? Yeah. Is it in this hit by pitch? Generic walk. Damn it. Is it this one? No, these are all outs. Thought it was on this one. Wow. Am I missing it? Is there a wild pitch on here somewhere? Hit by the pitch. Damn it. I remember, oh, wild pitch. There it is. I am a dummy. There we go. Wild pitch. So moving over is going to be Johnny Damon. Goes to third. And Mark Bellhorn gets a redo off of Mike Messina. They just had a meeting on the mound. They just literally walked back from having a meeting on the mound, and then he throws it in the dirt. Come on. Johnny Damon on third. Still nobody out. Mark Bellhorn. That's going to be a 657. 657. He's going to be a lefty. 657. Oh, I should have said defense is obviously going to play in. Obviously, with no one else on. So 657. 657 is a ground. It's going to be a single into center field, grounded back up the middle. And if you were on second, you would come home, right? But we don't have anyone on second, so we know that's going to be a single back up the middle. And that's going to score Johnny Damon from third. And the Red Sox take a 3-0 lead. Still nobody out. So far we've had single, single, double, single for Boston here. That brings up Manny Ramirez. I know Mr. Al, Red Sox fan, is probably getting a kick out of this one. Manny Ramirez struck out his first time up as a 3-2-0, 320 versus a right-hander, 320. And Manny Ramirez is struck out again. Oh, no, I don't want that. I want the S. Enter, enter. There we go. So Manny Ramirez 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That brings up Big Pape, David Ortiz, runner at first, Mark Bellhorn. He's a 978 versus a lefty. 978 lefty. 978. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Ground out to first. It is not a. So in this game, there is kind of like Stratomatic. If you play Stratomatic, there is a soft ground out. There's a ground out, and then there's a hard ground out. This is just a ground out to first. We have a runner at first, so runner forced out at second. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. So we'll call that a 1-6. And Ortiz will stop at first, obviously. So 2 outs now. And Kevin Millar's actually clutch. So 2 outs, but we do not have anyone in scoring position, so cancel that. So don't have to worry about that. So not a clutch situation yet. No clutch situation yet, but runner first, 2 outs. That is a 737. It's like a plane, 737. And he is going to be a righty, 737 righty, 737. And that is going to be a soft grounder to short, and that will do it. We'll just call that a, what do we call that, a 6-4 put out. There we go. And that will do it for the second inning, but Boston plates 3 runs and takes a 3-0 lead and give Curt Schilling, Mr. Bloody Sock himself, 3-0 lead. And that brings up Miguel Quiro, a 292 average, 6 home runs, 42 RBIs for the Yankees. Let's see if we can get things started for them. That is a 183, right-hander, 183. That's a long fly ball. It's hit to center field, making the run out there is Johnny Damon. He's going to make the catch at the warning track. Long fly ball to center field. All right, and that brings up the designated hitter. Designated hitter Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton, 275, 7 stolen bases, 3 home runs. Twice as many stolen bases as home runs in 2004. Kenny Lofton, the DH, batting number 9. And that is an 831 versus a lefty. 831. And 831 is going to be a strikeout. So sometimes you got to really look at the numbers. 706 to 834. This is an 831. So you can see how sometimes the numbers, you got to deal with a lot of numbers in this game. But that is going to be a strikeout. So not bad for Curt Schilling. Only his second strikeout. The Yankees are going to be coming back out with Derek Jeter. Started the game off with a double. Only hit so far for the Yankees off the bat of Derek Jeter. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He's a 6-1-4 righty, 614. 614, and that is a hard ground ball. It's hit to short. And that's going to do it. Ground out to short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Curt Schilling. And we go to the fourth. Due up is Trot Nixon. Struck out his first time. Mike Messina, 206. 206 versus a righty. 206 is going to be hit. It's going to be hit well. It's off it's hit well into center field. It is going far. It is going deep. It is gone. Trot Nixon only hit 6 home runs in the regular season, 23 RBIs. But that is a 206. 201 to 228 is a home run. So 206 falls in that combination. So that is a home run. And the pitcher has no situations that can prevent that. So that one is gone. And just like that, the Yankees take a 4-0 lead on the solo shot by Trot Nixon. And he'll be touching them all, as Al Red Sox fan likes to say. Jason Varitek, and it's not looking good for the Yankees tonight. If you watched Dave Little's channel earlier, they got knocked out of his tournament, and now they're getting knocked around by the Red Sox here. Goodbye, Mr. Rawlings, says Clinton Parks. Hey, Clinton, how you doing, buddy? I didn't see you there. If you came in earlier, I apologize, but good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well. Let's see if we can slide this up a little bit. All right, so Jason Varitek, the catcher, struck out his first time up. That's a 479 right-hander, 479, and that is hit well. It's going to be off the wall in right field, and that's going to be a double off the wall in right field. And Mike Messina not having his best outing here, as he's now given up 7 hits, a home run and a double so far in this inning, and it wasn't much better last inning where he started off single, single, double, single. 4 hits in a row to start off that inning, and there's some activity out in the Yankees bullpen as several pitchers are warming up out there. Okay, Orlando Cabrera's coming up. He singled his first time up in the 3rd inning. Rolling the top of the 4th. He's back up already. 729 righty, 729 righty, 729. And that's going to be a single in the left field. Single into left. And they're going to stop the runner at 3rd on the single. No sense risking it at this point, Varitek, especially since he's going to get a 4-run rating. So they're going to stop him at 3rd. So runners at the corner still, nobody out. Yankees down 4. Do they play back and go for the double play, or do they not? Do they play in and try to prevent the run? He is slow. Varitek at 3rd base. He's got a base running of 4. Cabrera, on the other hand, he has a run rating of 8. He might try to take off, actually. Let's see if he can get the lead. He's going to try it. Up 4, you might as well really give him the knockout blow if you can, right? So he's, again, he's a B+. He's a, he's only a 2 to get the jump. Sorry. He's only a 2 and a B+, which is only about a 22% chance of getting a good jump and a 10% chance of getting thrown out. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to at least give it a shot. Oh, and look at what I rolled at 0.8. It doesn't get much better than that if you're a So if you roll really low, it can be a balk, but that's going to be a good jump. 2 to 24 is a good jump. That's obviously in the range. So now you look at the steel rating. He's got a steel rating of 4. It's not an artificial turf, blah, blah, blah. It's not a hit and run. They were holding the runner, so he's not going to get any bonus for not being held. And it's not a suicide squeeze, so it's just going to be a straight up 4. A straight up 4 on the steal attempt. It's 4 and a 65. Steal a second. 4 and a 65. And they got him. 63 to 99. So he had basically a 62% chance. But they got him. Caught stealing seconds. But I mean, you know, you had to. I mean, if you're going to put the dagger, you got to put the dagger in him, right? Get into scoring position, another hit, you get 2 runs. That pretty much sends the hometown crowd home already in the 4th inning. But anyways, Bill Mueller, he can still do some damage. He singled his first time up. Uh-oh. That's a 0-4-0. So 40 versus a right-hander. 40 is going to be a pop out to first base. Popped him up. And that's going to be P3 and no advancement. So Mueller can't get the job done there. So with 2 outs, that brings up Johnny Damon. So far, he's got a single and a double. Johnny Damon. And he's a 0-35. So 35 against a righty, and that's going to be another pop-up. And it's going to be another one to first. And somehow, some way, Messina, hang on, I put the wrong thing. It's going to be a pop out to first. And that's going to do it. But they do score a run. And they're up 4-0 now. So let's hope that steal attempt doesn't come back to bite them later. It could, but, you know, like I said, the reason behind it I think was good. He's a fast runner. Get him in scoring position. A single will probably score him. You go up 6. Unfortunately, he didn't get it, and then you had 2 pop-outs. So what are you going to do, right? But Curt Schilling, what? Curt Schilling's given up a whole 1 hit so far. Alex Rodriguez is up. Bottom of 4. As a 5.63. And he is a right-hander. So 5.63 is going to be infield range check. So we went through this earlier. Infield range check. So first thing we're going to do is Alex Rodriguez is a right spray hitter. So we're going to find out what kind of hit he did. Right spray. That's an 84. 84 says deep in the hold is short. Deep in the hold is short, and that's going to be Orlando Cabrera. He's a B+, so we're going to look in the deep in the hole in the B+ column. High is bad. If high will get a hit, low will get an out. So if you're a Yankees fan, you want high. If you're a Red Sox fan, you want low. And it doesn't get much lower than 0.3. Good Lord. So that is going to be deep in the hole, and that is going to be diving stop question mark. And diving stop question mark. Batter out at first, runners advance 1 base. Unless their infield was in, which they weren't, blah, 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 blah. So that's going to be a diving stop by your shortstop. It's going to be a 6-3 putout, but it's a highlight. It's a highlight play off of the bat of Alex Rodriguez, and diving stop out there by Orlando Cabrera, and makes a great defensive play. Gary Sheffield. Yankees just can't get in and going right now. What's going on? That is a, slide these over so you guys can see. That is a 129 righty. 129, and there's a hit. That's going to be a ground ball back up the middle into left field. Well, I guess not up the middle, but ground ball into left field. And that will be a single by Gary Sheffield. That brings up Hideki Matsui, left-hander. Hideki Matsui as a 706 lefty. And that's going to be a soft ground ball to second. So soft grounder with a runner at first. I think that gives, I think it's just an out at first. But let's just check the chart just to make sure. We have a soft ground out. We have a runner on first. Runner to second. Yeah, it's just going to be, a ground out. What was it? 706 left. 706. No, wait. Yeah, 706 left. It was to. Wait a minute. Who's up? Matsui's up. 706 lefty. Wait a minute. Whoa. What am I looking at? 706 left-hander. God, how did yeah. The numbers are a little bit strong, are a little bit small, as you can see. You probably can't see any of the numbers, but so if we look at Curt Schilling here, here's Curt Schilling. Hey, how you doing? Left-hander 706. See see, sometimes it's hard to see, where. So you have to really look at it, but you can see 706 is actually a strikeout. So that will be a strikeout. So we don't have to worry about anything crazy. And I'm not sure how I got what I thought I got, but it's a strikeout. I'm not trying to rip anybody off. Trust me on that, especially not the Yankees. So still runner first is Bernie Williams. And runner first, Bernie Williams is up. Bernie Williams grounded to second his first time up. And that is a 900 versus a lefty 900. And 900 to 932 is going to be a double into this gap in left center field. And everyone scores. So a double by Bernie Williams, and the run comes around to score. Sheffield and the Yankees are back into this and bring their crowd back into it, more importantly. It's now a 4-1 ball game. And Bernie Williams is in scoring position for Jorge Posada, 272. He's a 157 righty. 157 is going to be a walk. And all of a sudden, a little kink in the armor of Curt Schilling as he gives up the walk. And now there's two men on for John Olerud. The first baseman flew out to left field his first time up. John Olerud. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 605 lefty. 605 is going to be outfield range. We're going to be checking the outfield range. So he's a left sprayer. So once again, we're going to look at where did he hit the ball. It's a 28 for a left spray. 28 is drilled down the line right field. The right fielder for your Boston Red Sox is Trot Nixon. He is a B, a solid B. So down the line and a B. Drilled down the line and a B. Okay. If you're looking for a Boston, you want low. If you're a Yankees fan, you want it high. And we're on natural grass here. 30. And that is going to be a sliding catch down the line by, who was that out there in right field? Trot Nixon. If we had a runner on third, you can send him home, or runner on third would go home. And there is nothing for second to third. Nothing for second to third. Unbelievable. There's a shot in the gap, says second to third question mark, but there is no second to third question mark on this one. So that is going to be a sliding catch in the outfield for the out. Fly ball to right. No advance for either of the runners, but it's not going to matter. That's the third out anyways. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered. But anywho's, we go to the fifth. Mike Messina against Mark Bellhorn, correct? Yes. Okay, Bellhorn 1 for 2 with a single in the third. 875 left. 875, and that is a liner into center field for a base hit to start things off for the Red Sox. Leadoff man on again for Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez. 609, I'm sorry, 690 right. 690 right. 690, yep, okay, that's a ground ball. And it's a single into center field. First to third question mark, which means you could send the runner from first to third. But with nobody out, I think you're just going to leave the runner. Oh, shit. That's second here. So I need first and second now as Manny delivers another hit. That brings up David Ortiz. 2 men on. David Ortiz grounded the pitcher and into a fielder's choice. So 0 for 2 is David. 4-1. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. That is a 339 right-hander. 339, and that's a strikeout and desperately needed by Mike Messina. So 1 out now for Kevin Millar. Kevin Millar, he's got clutch, but it's not a clutch situation yet. That is an 898. 898. Righty. 898. And that's a high fly ball to left field. High fly ball to left. And if you had a runner on third, you could take the option to try and send him, but that's the only option you had. So no other advancements. And that brings up Trot Nixon. Trot Nixon, last time up, started the fourth inning off with a long, deep fly ball into left center field. Gone. Trot Nixon touches them all. There are 7 people watching, only 3 likes. Jester is doing his best, but there are serious shenanigans going on when it involves my beloved Red Sox. Yes, I agree, Clinton. There is some serious shenanigans going on if we got 7 people watching and only 3 likes. Ouch. That's hurting my feelings right there. Wow. All right. Maybe a lot of Yankees fans not happy so far. I don't know. Trot Nixon. That is a 634. And he is a lefty. 634. And that's a high fly ball to right. And that's going to do it. I put that as center. I'm going to change that to right, just because I want to be 100% accurate. All right, and that's going to do it. So the Red Sox get a couple men on, but they can't get them across again. Let's see if that gives the opportunity here for the Yankees. Miguel Cairo flew out to center his first time up. That is a 0-2-1. So a 21, and he's versus Curt Schilling, the righty. 21 is going to be a pop-up to third. So P3 on the putout, so 1 away. Kenny Lofton struck out his first time up. It's a 302. 302 righty. 302 righty-hander. That's a hard ground ball to second. And picking that one up is Bellhorn over to Millar. 2 away. And 2 outs here, bottom of 5. Sometimes, some of the plays you can get them going, you can get into like a little rhythm. And then sometimes you'll run into those error or range checks, and they take a little, they slow things down a little bit. But, we got 2 outs in like less than a minute. So, Derek Jeter, that is a 481. 481. Right-hander still, 481. It's a high fly ball to center, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we move on to the 6th inning. Moving on to the 6th. Yeah, Messina can face 30 batters. Okay. So we're coming up on 27 here. Well, we're at 24 so far. So Veritek is 1 for 2 with a double in the 4th. That is a 370 righty. 370, and that is a strikeout. So Veritek out of there. Second strikeout for Veritek. Orlando Cabrera, he's had an interesting game. He's 2 for 2. He got thrown out by Posada in the 4th trying to steal, but 2 for 2 is Cabrera. And that's a 536. He's a right-hander, 536, and that's going to be another umpire check. Umpire check. All right, so we're just going to roll 2 dice. Umpire check. Let's see what happens. And he's a 55, 55, 55. If there's runners on, go to the control chart. If there's bases empty, go to 7 to 15. There is bases empty. So 7 to 15 says if pitcher has a wild pitch rating of D or F and runners on, blah, 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 blah. If not, refer to catcher's handling results below. Okay, so the catcher, in this case, it is going to be Posada. Oh, Posada, what's your handling? So Posada's handling is, I don't know if you guys can even see that, but RETDPH. H is handling, and he's a C. So he's a C handler. The C-rated catcher at handing pitches, we're going to roll a die. 0 to 3, it's a line out to, 0 to 3, line single into center field. If it's 4 to 9, he's going to pop up to the catcher in front of the plate. So 0 to 3 gets a single. 4 or higher is out. And, of course, it's going to be a single. It's going to be a single. So Cabrera goes 3 for 3, and that's why I said he's having an interesting day, because even though he's got 3 singles, every one of them have been like these crazy plays that he had to go through to get a single, right? All right, brings up Bill Moore. He's 1 for 2. He's a 998, so that's going to be a hard ground ball. And he is going to be a lefty, so it's going to first. Hard ground ball to first. I think that is going to be a 3-6-3 double play on the hard grounder. Yep, double play. 3-6-3 double play gets him out of the inning. 3-6-3. There we go. All right. So that's going to do it for the top of the 6. We go to the bottom of the 6. 4-1 ball game. Red Sox with 11 hits, no errors. Been a well-played game. Actually, we've only had one error check so far. So, like the Red Sox smacking the Yankees in 2004. I'll hit that like button just like the Yankees are smacking the or I'm sorry, hit the like button like the Red Sox are smacking the Yankees in 2004. Good one, Al. Good one, buddy. All right, Alex Rodriguez, he is 0 for 2. That is a 651. 651. He is a righty. 651. And that's a grounder back up into center field. Ground ball back up the middle to center field. And Alex Rodriguez is aboard. And here comes the Yankees. And here comes Gary Sheffield. Single and a strikeout for Sheffield. We're in the bottom of the 6. 294. 294 righty. 294. 294 strikes him out. Big strikeout there by Curt Schilling. Curt Schilling can go 35 batters, actually. Good Lord. Brings up Hideki Matsui. Matsui's 0 for 2. Rodriguez takes his lead off of first there. They're holding him on. They're holding him on. Unless they say otherwise, they're holding the runner on. They'll always be holding the runner on. Unless I say otherwise. Matsui. Oh, slide that over so you can see. That's a 561. 561 lefty. And where we go, infield range. Infield range. So, let's see what we got. Infield range. So, again, left spray. So, we got to find out where he hit it. That's a 0-0. So, that's a slow roller to the pitcher. Slow roller to the pitcher. That's Curt Schilling. He has a range of C. So, slow roller to the pitcher. And a C. And a 20. C and a 20. 0 to 24. Nipped. 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 Infield back. Fielder charges and fires just in time to nip the batter first. So good play there on the 1-3 ground out as Curt Schilling barely nips the runner at first. And Rodriguez will go to second on the play. So runner in scoring position for Bernie Williams, the only Yankee that has an RBI with a double in the 4th. Bernie Williams. That is a 876. 876. And he's going to be left. 876 left. 876. That's a high fly ball. It's going to right field and making the catch out there in right. Trot Nixon. Side retired. Threat averted. We go to the 7th inning. And 2 up is the top of the lineup, which happens to be a lefty and a switch hitter, and then a righty, and then a lefty. So Messina probably out. And they're going to have to bring Schertzer in. Tyrone Schertzer? Is that how he pronounces his name? Oh, Clinton Park's probably pulling his hair out, isn't he? Tyrone Schertzer is coming in here in the top of the 7th. To face off, again, he's a right-hander. He's facing off against Johnny Damon. Johnny Damon is 2 for 3, a single in the 1st, a double in the 3rd. It's a 508. We're going to call it a 508. So that's always going to be a bizarre play. So we got Bizarro World on our hands here. Bizarro World. So there's like a double chart here. And you roll all 3 dice to get the Bizarro World play. 842. Holy cow. 8, 4, and a 2. Screening liner right at third baseman caught and turned into as many outs as possible by throwing around the horn. Wow, they needed that like way earlier. And we're going to call that a liner to third. Could have been a triple play, though. We could have seen our first triple play on my channel. I don't think I've had a triple play. I know Clinton Parks had a triple play, and I think Al Red Sox he had a video about a month or maybe a couple months ago now on his channel. Check it out. Triple play. I've never had one, so that would have been cool if we had a triple play. Mark Bellhorn, he is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. That is a 117 right-hander, 117. And that is hit well into the gap. That's going to be extra bases as Bellhorn, he's taking off around second. He's headed to third. Here comes the throw. Safe with a 1-out triple by Mark Bellhorn. 117. Yes, 116, 117. See if I can get that for you. So you can see on the right-hand side there, 116 and 117. Third base into the gap in right field. So a triple, 1-out triple, defense in. Everyone's in. Crowding the plate as Manny Ramirez comes up. Now Manny's had a day. Strikeout in the first, strikeout in the third, single in the fifth. Is Manny Ramirez getting warmed up? Can he get something for the Yankees here? That is an 840. 840. He is a right-hander. Right-hander, 840. 840. Struck him out. Struck him out. Big out there by Tayron Shorts. Yes, I did a lot when I hit and run. Just goes horrible. Oh, boy. All right, that brings up Ortiz. Runner in third, 2-away here. Top of 7. 573. 573. He is a lefty. 573. We got more infield range checks. Infield and range. Infield range play. Here we go. All right, so we don't need the black die. Let's see. David Ortiz is a left spray. Left spray 20 says smash up the middle to the pitcher. Smash up the middle of the pitcher. He is a C. No, that's his bulk. Range. Yeah, he's a C. Smash up the middle. C on natural grass. 51, and that is beats it out. Infield single. Of course it is. And that's going to score a run. There was a runner on third. Does that make any difference whatsoever? Beats it out. Infield single. I don't think there's any adjustments for like that because it's a range play. Yeah, so it's going to be a single, and coming in to score is Bellhorn. So Ortiz somehow slower than molasses Poppy is what they should call him. Slower than molasses Poppy gets the infield single, and Certsy couldn't get the ball in time. on this slow dribbler or the smash up the middle or whatever it was. No, it was a smash up the middle. Smash up the middle, gets through. As that was a gets through for. No, it was a smash up the middle. I was actually looking at the wrong column, actually. But it was still get through. So, yeah. All right. So it didn't matter. Kevin Millar is up. 5-1 Red Sox. Millar is 0 for 3, actually. Yep. And then he hits a foul ball. Starts. 437 right-hander, 4, and then a 3, and then a 7. And that is hit well. It is hit back and is going out into left field. Out there in left field is Hideki Matsui. He's back up against the wall, off his glove, hits the wall, bounces back in play, and in with a double is going to be Millar. And you could send the runner home if you want to risk it. Who is that? Oh, that's Ortiz. He's got a whopping base running of 3. I don't think so. So a double. Double, yeah. I don't think you want to risk it with a 3. Ortiz, he's got to be your slowest man. All right, I think we're just going to hold him at third. So second and third is Millar. Hits it off the wall for a double. So Trot Nixon, he's 1 for 3 with a home run. Runners is second and third. Lefty-righty matchup favors Boston here. 5-1, 1 run in. 962 lefty, 962, and it's a high fly ball to center. And that's going to do it. But the Yankees do pick up, the Red Sox do pick up a run. And we go to 7th inning stretch. It is 5-1. 14 hits pounded out by, do I remember Pulp Fiction? Honey Bunny's going to get pissed if I keep pulling my hair out. All right, Pisana, walk and a strikeout. It's only been 1 walk, and in fact, Curt Schilling hasn't even faced 27 batters yet. So, Yankees need to get something going. That is a 407 right-hander, 407. That's a hard ground ball to second. Hard ground ball, second base for the out. John Olerud, he's 0 for 2. Only been 1 walk by Curt Schilling so far and 4 strikeouts. That is a 660. He's a lefty. 660, and that is going to be a ground ball single into center field. So Olerud gets on the board with the single. That brings up Miguel Cairo, who's 0 for 2. Down 4 runs here in the bottom of 7th. Zed is dead, baby. This is Al Red Sox fan. 788, righty. 788 is a strikeout. Yes, it is. Strikes him out. Big strikeout by Schilling. Strikeout number 5. 2 away now for Kenny Lofton. Kenny, runner at first. 106. So 106. 106 right-hander. And foul, question mark. 106. 106. Yep. So you go to the foul territory chart, right? You go to the foul territory chart. Look at our little thing here for Yankee Stadium. Foul territory was normal. So you look at the foul territory under normal and you just find out if he fouled it out or if he didn't foul it out, right? So let's see. There it is. So normal territory. 0 to 48, it goes in the stands. He gets a redo. Otherwise, it's probably an out. 33, so finally a roll goes for the Yankees. If that is fouled into the stands, he's going to get a redo. So it was a foul question mark. Question marks usually mean you've got a choice or something to roll. So Kenny Lofton gets a reprieve. Can he make the Red Sox pay for that? 224, 224, 224, and he does, as that is a walk. So a walk, and now that brings up Derek Jeter, Mr. Yankee. If there was a Yankee, it was Mr. Yankee, Derek Jeter, and there's 2 outs. Derek Jeter 1 for 3 with a double in the first inning. He could use some of that old frosty magic here for the Yankees to get back into this here in the bottom of the 7th. That is a 274, 274. Right-hander 274. And he's hit by the pitch. 265, 279, 274 falls in that range. And he's been hit by the pitch, and that's going to load him up for everybody's favorite Yankee, Alex Rodriguez. Bases are loaded. Whoa! Do they leave Schilling in to face off against Rodriguez? Rodriguez is a righty. Schilling is a righty. Rodriguez so far is 1 for 3 with a single in the 6th. This could be the ball game if Alex Rodriguez doesn't do it. The Yankees are going to take a 4-run lead, but if he can do some damage, and we got a ball game going in the last 2 innings. Let's see. Here it comes. I think you just play this straight up. Curt Schilling versus Alex Rodriguez. I mean, for the love of God, Boston brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They brought in 7 pitchers in this game. So we got plenty of pitchers if we wanted to replace Schilling with someone. He's got a balk rating of A, a wild pitch rating of A. So, and you're not going to replace Rodriguez. So here it is. Strength versus strength. Schilling versus Rodriguez. Leave him in since Clinton Park. Yep. All right, here we go. Strength versus strength. Bases loaded. Olerud on third. Kenny Lofton on second. Derek Jeter at first. They're off with the pitch on the 3-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of 7. Has an 8:40. Oop, that was a 4. 8:48. I wanted to line it up because in case I forgot. 8:48. Right-hander. 8-4-8. Here comes the pitch on the 3-2. Outside corner swing and a miss. He's out of there. 747 to 893. 848. Yep, that falls in that range. So that is a big, huge strikeout. Pumps his fist as he heads to the dugout. Rodriguez slams his bat down, and that might be the ball game. We go to the 8th. 5-1. Veritek against Shirts. Or how did Struts? Yeah, I think that's how Clinton Park said to say it. So Veritek, 853, 853 lefty, 853, and that's going to be into the gap in the left center field. That's going to fall in. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. And Veritek heads to second, stand up double to lead things off for the Yankees, for the Red Sox. And it just keeps coming. Hit number 15. And that brings up Orlando Cabrera. They're going to play corners in. No, they're not going to play corners in. Are they going to play corners in? Is he going to bunt him over with nobody out? Try and get another insurance run? Cabrera is 3 for 3. Yeah, they're going to play halfway in. Cabrera, I thought about maybe even bunting, but yeah, might as well just swing away. Uh-oh, 548. Right-hander, 548, and we got some infield range, 548. Ugh. 548. Let's find out where he hit it. He is a right spray. 45 is going to be hotliner to first. And look at this. I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you look under right spray, and we rolled a 45. The only number to get the hotliner to first is 4-5. That's what we rolled, 45. So hotliner to first. First baseman is going to be John Olerud. He's a B. A B and a hotliner down the line. And a B. So 0 to 65, he gets it. Otherwise, it gets through for a single. And it looks like a two-base advance for everyone. So 0 to 65, he gets it. Otherwise, run comes in. 46, he does get it. Speared. Oh, he lines out. If runners are on base, the closest runner to play making the catch is doubled off. What? No! Really? Wow, that could be a double play. And Speared lines out. If runners are on base, the closest runner to player making the catch is doubled up. Wow. And that's why you only get the one number to roll, because you don't, obviously have that happen all the time. But that is going to be a double play as Veritek. That's going to be a liner to first. Oh, console. Hit the wrong button there. All right. Liner to first. Okay. And then you're going to be out at second. Veritek out as he wanders too far away, thinking that ball got down the line. And we'll call that a put out by the, I don't know what, we'll call him the shortstop, snuck in behind him. That's fine. So a double play off of, and this is Cabrera again. Every time he's been up, there's been something crazy happen. He had the rare play last time. Holy cow. Ugh. All right. Moore is 1 for 3, and now nobody on base. 2 away. That is a 0-6, so 68. 68. It's going to be an error check. So only the second error check we've had all game long. So again, this dice tells us what position. Oh, it's a 0. So that's just, it's not going to matter. It is an automatic ground out to the pitcher and out to first. So no error check needed. So yeah, zeros are a little bit different. Everything else, 1 through 9, tells you the position. 0 is just a ground out to pitcher. Actually, it says question mark, though. Let's just double check that. Ground out pitcher question mark. Ground out double play question mark. I do not see ground out pitcher question mark, though. So I think we're just. I think I had a question about this last time, and somebody said, yeah, it was just an automatic double, or just an automatic out. And that's the way we're going to play it, because I'm not going to slow the game up. We're going to the bottom of the 8th, still 5-1. And Gary Sheffield is up 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Gary Sheffield, 1 for 3. Here we go. As a 105. 105. Right-hander, 105, and that's a foul ball question mark. We had this one earlier. Foul ball question mark. What was our chance here? It was normal, I believe. And 0 to 48. Otherwise, it's going to be an out. Is it in the stands? Oh, 49. Are you kidding me? The Yankees can't buy a break as that is fouled out to the catcher. 0 to 48 is foul into the stands. Redo. 49 is a foul out to the catcher. Can you believe this? Oh my goodness. Come on, give me the... It's going to be a foul out to the catcher. Unbelievable. Sheffield, unlucky there. Hideki Matsui, 0 for 3 is Matsui. 904. He's a lefty. 904, and that's a double into the gap in left center field. And that's going to be it for Schilling. That'll be it. I was thinking maybe they would try to get him through another inning, but that's it. I mean, we're already in the, 8th. They're going to pull him. Question is, that was Matsui. So Bernie Williams is up. Bernie Williams is a switch hitter, so it doesn't matter who you bring in. Let's find somebody with a pretty low ERA if we can. He was our closer. We're not going to put the closer in yet. We're going to put in Curtis. We're going to bring in Curtis Lesniak. I think Curtis Lesniak is going to come in. All right, so Curtis Lesniak is coming in to face off against Bernie Williams. And a little bit of hope in the eyes of the Yankee fans here as Bernie Williams, 1 for 3 with a double. Matsui's on second. That is a 2-2-0, so 220. He is a right-hander, 220 right-hander, 2-2-0, walks him. 2-2-0 is a walk. And a big walk as now there's 2 on with nobody out. And that brings up Posada, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Jorge Posada. He's got some power to him. 21 home runs. Jorge Posada. Let's see. 1 out. There's the first and second. 3-3-3. Right-hander. 3-3-3. 3-3-3. 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. Big out there by Curtis Lesniak. 2 outs now for John Olerud. 5-1 Red Sox. John Olerud. Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Redo, redo, redo. Come on, Olerud. Let's get it in the play here. As a 289, 289. Still a right-hander. 289. Back-to-back strikeouts by Curtis Lesniak. What a great time to bring him in. I think the manager should get a big pat on the back for that one. Strikes out back-to-back players, and we go to the 9th. 5-1 is the ball game. And no sense in bringing in Mariano Rivera as it's a 5-1 ball game, so it's going to be Struts. Tyrone Struts is going to try and close this out against Muller. No, I'm sorry. He was the last one out, so it's the top of the lineup, actually, so it's going to be Johnny Damon. 2 for 4 is Damon. 3, 5, 6. 356. Right-hander. 3, 5, 6. Ground ball. Hit to second. 1 away. Mark Bellhorn, who is 3 for 4. 2 singles and a triple. Mark Bellhorn. 660. He's going to be lefty. 660. 660. 660 is a high fly to left. Fly ball to left. 2 away. Wait a minute. What'd you do? I said fly ball left. Thank you. All right, 2 away. Manny Ramirez, 3 strikeouts and a single for Manny Ramirez. He's got the El Sombrero there. 564, 564 versus a right-hander. 564. 564. Some more infield range check. Infield range check. So that is a right spray hitter. Right spray hitter. 96, right spray, 96. That's drilled down the line at third. Drilled down the line at third. That is going to be, who is that going to be down there at third base? That's Alex Rodriguez. He's a C+. C+ on the grass. Drilled down the line. C+. 0 to 55 will be a diving stop. That is a 79 if you're, oh my gosh. 70 to 99 gets through for a double. Down the line double as Alex Rodriguez cannot get it. It's a double by Manny Ramirez. He just drilled it past him. That brings up David Ortiz, who's 1 for 4 with a single. Running in scoring position, Tyrone Schultz trying to get through it here. Stutz. 382, 382, 382. Strikes him out, and that's going to do it. It's all up to the pitchers now. They got to get 3 outs, and the Red Sox will take a 1-0 lead here. Cairo Lofton. That's a righty, a lefty, and then a righty. So they're going to bring in Mendoza, actually. They're going to bring in a new pitcher here, Mendoza. So a new pitcher coming in. Mendoza does not bat. Okay. So Mendoza comes in to face off against Cairo. Top of our bottom 9, 5-1 Yankees need the man on. So what is that? 492. That's going to be the one on the very bottom probably, and it is. He is a right-hander. 492. It's a high fly ball. It's hit well. It's going out towards center field. On the warning track is Donnie Damon. He reaches up and makes the catch. Fly ball center field for the out. Brings up Kenny Lofton, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Lofton's got to keep things going for the Yankees. 454, 454. Again, probably the bottom line one. Right-hander, 454, 454. That's a high fly ball. It's hit to center field. Damon's coming in on that one, waits on it, and makes the catch. So Johnny Damon, 2 outs. And the Yankees are down their last out. And top of the order, Derek Jeter, 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch and a double. Jeter trying to keep things going for the Yankees. 256. 256. Here comes the pitch. 1-2. Outside corner. Mendoza gets him to swing at it and miss. And this ball game is in the books. The Boston Red Sox come into Yankee Stadium and defeat the Yankees 5-1 in this best-of-7 series and take the all-important first game, the first step towards making it towards the World Series as they win 5-1. Save this as that. And there you go. 5 runs, 16 hits, no errors by the Red Sox. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors by the Yankees. He was here for a little while. Be sure to check out Dave's live stream that he did tonight. And I think Al, Red Sox fan, is going to be jumping on a game here, so be sure to head over to his channel. And thanks to Rob Explanation Point for coming out, and Dave Gardner as well. Thank you all, guys. I appreciate it very, very much. Phil Reynolds, of course, was here earlier. But head on over to Al's channel. I bet you he's going to be jumping on here playing something shortly. Clinton Parks, thank you, my friend, for coming out. Yeah, the Yankees fall in game number 1. In real life, in case you forget, in real life, the Yankees beat the Red Sox 10-7 in game number 1. But your final score from Yankee Stadium, 2004. Boston 5, Yankees 1. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for coming out. Head on over to Al Red Sox channel, and we'll see you there. Take care, guys.